Hey, welcome to the Goose One channel. So, Invincible's fourth season recently came to an end, and well, I liked it more than most. I understand the criticisms, and I honestly do believe that the animation team should get more budget, if only because these laborers are being worked to death to meet deadlines. And if they simply had more workers, the animation could be better and could be done faster. But there was one thing that I do believe this season did incredibly well. Mark, Debbie, and Oliver's family dynamic. I loved it. It felt grounded and real, and it felt full of love, real love, which I think can be hard to portray in a show, that real platonic familial love. And they pulled it off like it was nothing. I know people have problems with Oliver, which I completely disagree with. I think Oliver's the GOAT, but I really grew attached to him over the course of this season, and I was really sad when I thought Frag straight up killed him. It was all just really well done, right up until that final episode. I know it happens in the comics. I know this show plays it really close to the comics. I know all that. But Debbie should not be getting back with Nolan. I don't think this is some kind of contrarian opinion. People love Paul. People love the way that Debbie's character has been deepened compared to the comics. There's a large contingent of fans that don't want to see Debbie get back with Nolan either. And today, I'm not talking to or about them. No, I'm talking about the people trying to whitewash Nolan's actions and portray them as anything but abusive. The primary argument I see from this camp is this, and I think it's faulty in many ways, aside from the whole fact that if he had been physically abusive, Debbie would have been closer to Red Rush than Debbie Nolan at this point, meaning she'd be a fucking red paste on the floor. But the main one is this. Abuse is not only physical. This is a common thing I see when people discuss abusive relationships in media, and I think it's frankly an insane thing to even have to say out loud, but there are other vectors of abuse beside the physical, besides slapping your wife across the face in a sweaty tank top or in, well, a wife beater. And I think the people that don't call Nolan an abuser, some of them at least, understand this part too. It's this part I have an issue with. 20 years of happy marriage. I can buy this, okay? But happiness is not a monolith. It changes in context. And Omni-Man has a whole lot of fucking context. For these 20 years, that whole time, he lied about everything, about who he was. And sure, okay, if the lie was just, I didn't tell the whole truth about the world I came from, Viltrum is kinda shitty, I could understand. I don't think that is betrayal in and of itself. But Nolan lied about more than that. He lied about the reason he was on Earth in the first place, why he got together with Debbie in the first place, why they had Mark in the first place. This is not a white lie, or one to protect himself, one told so he doesn't have to dig into his past trauma, or simply an unwillingness to share his culture. These are explicit decades of lies for the purpose of exploitation. This is emotional manipulation. Redemption is a hot button topic in media discussion right now. The redemption of Omni-Man then is one of the most hot button topics in the whole community, but I think people need to start making distinctions between redemption and rehabilitation. Nolan can and should be allowed to change, to reform, to make good on his mistakes and reduce his harm in the future. This is good. This is rehabilitation. But Nolan seems to be under the impression that he deserves something, that if he tries hard enough, if he does enough good deeds, Debbie will take him back, that his kids will forget everything he did, that Mark will forget that Nolan almost beat him to death, that he used him to murder 2,000 people, that his father birthed him so they could kill everyone he ever knew, that if he starts acting nice enough, they'll all forget all of that. Nolan can be rehabilitated, but Omni-Man is irredeemable. That's my take, at least. We can agree to disagree to what level Nolan deserves to or even can be rehabilitated, but I think there is this tendency to brush everything he did under the rug as a mistake. And if the team want Debbie and Nolan to get back together eventually, I think they're gonna have to do a lot more work showing Nolan actually making amends and realizing he doesn't deserve to get Debbie back after all the fucking things he did. With all that said though, I think I'm done. I might make another video about Invincible because I really did enjoy this season and I've been thinking about it since it finished, but no guarantees. If you want to be sure to catch that video if it comes, consider subscribing or even checking out the Patreon. Either way, this was Goose One signing out. I'll see you all in the next video.